Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode number 7 here in the EMC to the Sky playthrough. I have decided that I wanted to do some building during today's episode. I was going to work on some more progress in the quest book, but I really want to do some building. So I've also decided that I want to, every time we do a building episode, I'm going to add more to the overworld that I'm building. So I added another 6x6 section of chunks and did some terraforming to add this extra land up here. It's almost, grass is almost completely filled into the corner. It's still growing a little bit because it takes a long time for grass to spread, but almost there. And I went crazy with the bone meal again. I'll probably change that up some once we start building, which is gonna start in just a minute. But I wanted to show you what I decided to do with the river here. So we still have our stream over there where eventually we will be building some kind of a mountain structure behind it, but the stream comes out, it starts the river, and I'm trying to go for a look where the river normally went this way, but it was diverted to go this way to create a dam. And so what I did is I built, for now it's just a cobblestone wall, but we'll be building a bigger structure here. And then I lowered the level of the water over there, so it looks like this is the output from this dam that's holding back the water. And then I'm thinking that the section over here will eventually become a bigger lake area where we have the water diverted. And the purpose of that is that right here is where I want to put the water wheels. So I wanted to make it look like we had created a pond, like holding area for water, so that we can power the water wheels for our building. And we're going to build our first structure right here. So I'm going to go and collect some things in order to start building, and then we can get on with it. Before we actually get into the building, I wanted to do something to make it so we don't have to keep running up and down whenever we need more resources. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a transmutation tablet so that we can have our transmutation station on the go with us. To do that, first thing we need to do is make another one of these tables. So if we put a philosopher's stone and surround it with stone, and then surround that with obsidian, we get a transmutation table. And then we need to work on making dark matter. So dark matter is pretty simple. Let's grab some coal. And while we're here, let's teach the transmutation table to our system here. And what we do for the dark matter is we start with coal, and that allows us to make alchemical coal, which we want to teach to our system. Then the alchemical coal, we do the same recipe, and it makes Mobius fuel, which again we're going to teach here. And I need to grab that one back because I need 4. And then the Mobius fuel, we do the same thing again, and we get Eternalist fuel. Now dark matter is just a diamond block surrounded with Eternalist fuel. So let's grab a stack of that and a diamond block, and we're going to do like this. And there we go. So our first piece of dark matter. And then we need to make dark matter blocks, which is made with 4 of the dark matter. There we go. And now we can take this table and we surround it with stone, and instead of obsidian this time, we use dark matter blocks, and now we have a transmutation tablet. And what this does is it means that we can now do our transmutation on the go. So as long as we have EMC, if I need more dirt, I can reach in and pull it out. If I need more logs, I can reach in and pull them out. And that is what we are going to do. So I'm going to grab, I have an empty cardboard box here. This over here is the kind of the pallet we were working on building. And I'm going to grab this and bring it with us. I'm also going to quickly stop over here. This system has been running for a while. We actually have 4 stacks of compressed diamond blocks. And so we're going to chuck those into our table. That gets us up to 250 million EMC, so we have plenty of stuff to build with when we get up here. And the reason that I grabbed our cardboard box, I'm going to put this down here, and we'll take that off, is now I have this box. That's not what I meant to do. Now I have this chest here, so when building, if I want to grab, we can organize this a little better, put the woods all together. Let's say I want to grab some dark logs. It'll make it easier, so I can just go in here and say dark logs, I'll grab a stack, and then I'll just put this back in here. That way we can easily grab the things we want without having to search. Just make things a little bit easier. So we have a couple of things that I want to work on up here for this building. I want to make this dam structure look a lot better. I want to work on putting in water wheels from immersive engineering that are going to actually function here and connect to a kinetic dynamo that goes into the building. And then there's going to be a mill structure that goes right in this area here. So I'm going to first just lay out some stuff using some cobblestone and some wood to kind of get an idea of the feel for it, and then we can do some of the building together. I've done a bit of building. I just wanted to kind of get the structure together and figure out exactly how I was going to build. Still trying to figure some things out, but let's show you what we've gotten done. So the area here underneath where, let's see if I can get in from the back, kind of see the inside. I have the water comes over here, and then this is where the cobblestone wall was. I kind of built it up with some gravel and some stone to make it look like there was a dam built here. I have the water going over the edge, and then I have these water wheels here that the water is going and turning them, and then the water drops down and it flows out this way. I still have to do some work underneath to make that look just how I want it. And then after that, I built a platform above so that we could, it started because I wanted to kind of light this area up, and I still have one torch that's in the middle of that, which looks kind of silly, but it's better than having a spot where monsters can spawn on there. I'm not sure if they're spawnable, so if it's not, then I might take that off, but we'll see, we'll test it. Then I built a frame out to go this way, to build a building, and I'm experimenting with the walls and the beams that I want to do, but it's starting to look like a building that could have some potential. The roof is a struggle. Roofs are always a struggle. But I'm trying to do like a real tall, peaked roof. The big thing I'm not sure about right now is I was going to use these archwood with the stone bricks for the frame, and I think that it might be too much gray. So I might change that out for something else. As far as what I have for planks, I don't have a lot of options. One I was considering... Where did I put my chest? There it is. One I was considering was trying to do it with acacia. I would like to do it with the light blue terracotta, but I don't think I can do stairs with this. I'm not sure. I know I can't with like the vanilla, but I don't know if no, there is some terracotta roofing from McCaw's. I could try to make this and see how it goes. So I might try that. I think the blue would be good with the matching the white and the frame. I could also try some different colors here. Now that I know that these roofing options are in here, I might try to do that because the terracotta roofing would look pretty cool, I think. But so the idea is to get this framed out, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the end here, if I'm going to do another roof here. And I might do some more, I might increase the size of the building as well. I'm not quite sure yet, but we're getting there. It is starting to come together, starting to look like I want. And the other thing we're going to be doing after we're done here is I want to put in a windmill. So I think I'll probably do that here on this end of the building. So we'll have the water wheel over there and then a windmill over on this side. And that'll give us plenty of space inside for us to do some projects. I want to have a place where we can put some storage so we can move it up from down below. Because right now we have just lots of a mess down there. I'd like to move some of that up. I'll probably leave the EMC generation as it is and do that down here in the basement. But and maybe even some of these farm things like this. But I'll probably end up, what I'll do is I'll make it so that these are feeding into an ender chest that connects to our storage system once we get some more storage going. But I do want to move up some of our immersive buildings and probably put a proper smeltery in. We'll see. I may make some more buildings too. I might make this into like kind of a village around this central building. So lots is still to decide. And like I said, the roof is the hardest part. So I'm just going to work on finishing that, and we'll get some different options here so we can see if we like those better. Been working on the roof, and I'm pretty happy with how it's come out so far. I did use the light blue terracotta roof and some light blue terracotta. And I kind of did like a tiered roof to match with the sides here. And then I did this alternating stair pattern across here to do like a spiked roof kind of thing. The white terracotta comes all the way up on the sides, and the roof back on the back here is similar, but it doesn't have the pop out window. This I had to kind of do a little bit of adjusting to make it work for the spots where the basically this tile could be seen through. So if I use the blue tile there or that, you could see the corner. So I just did this to make it kind of pop out. I think it looks good. It looks structural. And then the blue tiles continue this way. I kind of wanted to do, let me see if I can do it now and see if I like it better. I like having a kind of a frame on the sides of the roof. So I wonder if I could do 2 more stairs like this and get away with it. Have it have like the frame of the stone brick kind of extend out on the edge of this roof. Make it look a little better. Yeah, I do like that better, because then it like is it looks more structural. When it was just the tiles, didn't look like there was anything there to hold it together. And then of course I use the lanterns so that I don't have as many torches. They look a little better. I need to get some glass to put in here. For now, I'm just going to put in regular glass. There's lots of different chipped glass options from the mod chipped that we will probably do later. But for now, you just put some glass in there. Need to get some decoration going on. Probably put some more windows on this level, but I thought I'd wait for that until we actually get building. Still haven't decided what I want to do on this end yet. And of course, I haven't put on the windmill part yet. But on the inside, I was thinking we would have it so that the windmill's there, and then it'll have like a shaft that comes through here, connects to the kinetic dynamo. And we can actually get some power out of it. So it's not just pretty looking, it is functional. But so far, I'm happy with the whole thing. It fits pretty well into the area. And the only thing I don't like about this water wheel is that like they're not lined up. And I tried taking them all off and cutting off the water so I could place them all even and then have the water hit them. But it seems like there's some random ticks to it, so that they don't quite line up. But in the end, I think this is going to get replaced with a create water wheel anyway, so I'm not super worried about it. It's looking pretty good to me so far. And like I said, now it's about decorations and moving things up. So I have a lot of things down here that I want to get moved up to that base. We're going to be setting up our immersive engineering stuff, so we're probably going to move that. In fact, I'll grab this right now. And we can probably grab all the blocks for this. I might move the kilns up yet. I haven't decided exactly yet. I think I might build a second building that has is like a forge kind of building, and then that way I'll put the smeltery and then all of these different furnace type buildings into it. But I'm not going to work on that today, so they might stay down here for until the next building episode. And of course I want to move the storage up, but I'm going to leave this set up for now just because this is where everything from these farms are going into. And I'm going to be doing something different with our storage, because I was originally thinking I would extend out a lot of these things so that I could have farms growing them. But when it comes to items that have EMC, like these different log types, I'm going to work on getting refined storage set up. And then I'm going to have the transmutation interface, which means that what that does is it makes it so that our refined storage system interfaces with our transmutation table, and we can use our EMC to see any item that we can create, and we can pull out as much as we can based on the EMC. So all we need to worry about storing in the real world is items like these that can't be EMC'd, and then all the EMC stuff we'll be able to access through the transmutation network. So that's the plan for moving stuff up. I'm going to take my bed up right now, and I'm going to grab these tables, transmutation table, and our furnace. So all of this is starting to fill up my inventory, put away some stuff that we can. The other stuff we'll put into one of these boxes. So you'll fill this up, have the cardboard box. And we'll bring up one at a time, and we'll bring all those boxes up as well. So I'm going to do some moving stuff, we'll work on some more decorating, and then we'll take a look at the place when we get it finished. I finished moving everything except for the smeltery and the furnaces and stuff here up to the upper world. I also, the storage here is staying down here for now, like I said earlier, and the EMC production. I think that this is where I'm going to have this in the future, so it's going to stay here for now for sure. It's still working. Good job producing lots and lots of EMC for us, because we're already up to 400 million now, and we're still doing fine. As far as the building goes, I have not really started decorating yet, but I have gotten things moved in so that we are at least able to do some work up here. And I want to take a minute to show you the things we've gotten done and kind of think about what we're going to do in the future to finish this out. I have our transmute table and our stations here so we can use those. I also put the stone cutter in there, and then I have this toolbox that we have from Immersive Engineering. This we can actually pick up and move around, so it's like a mobile toolbox, which is pretty cool. But but I am leaving tools in there. This is designed for wiring, tools, food. It's only the immersive tools though. I can't just put anything under tools. But then food can go into the food box, and that's it. Kind of neat little thing. This is all that's left that is not EMCable. Everything that had an EMC value I just put back into our transmutation tablet so that we could just get rid of it. And I figured if it has an EMC value, we can pull it back out when we need it. Oh, that we hadn't actually learned. Pretty cool. Let's see. These we can use to make something. Just to get rid of them. Let's do something. Make cactus. Cactus has EMC? No, it doesn't. That's okay. So I want to get the lower floor here wall done and figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. I might make some changes to the way things are laid out here. I did move our jetpack charger up here, a real slow biogenerator charger. I changed it up a little bit. I connected the power to the back of this so that this is giving power out. It's keeping the crusher powered. So as long as we keep hay bales in it, it self-powers. So basically we're fueling our jetpack with hay bales, which is kind of cool. In the future, I will probably switch that out for an EMC link, so it will just pull it out of the EMC network, and we can charge our jetpack using EMC, which is pretty awesome. And I also want to change it so that this has some more upgrades to it so it goes faster. We probably at some point will have much faster power generation than this biogenerator can do, but I want to see what I can do to get things out of it just using that. So I'm pretty happy to have a place up here that is functional, and you know, I think it's getting to be aesthetic as well. So that's pretty cool. this is where I'm going to be connecting this up once I get the immersive engineering stuff set up so that we can actually be using it. I have to look for all the parts for our press and get that set up again as well. So I think the main thing I want to focus on right now is I want to put in stairs to get up to the upper floor and start designing how I'm going to do the upper floor. I kind of want to leave this open how it is and then maybe move things up a little bit to another floor, but I don't know yet. I haven't decided. So I'm gonna have to give it some more thought, but I really liked how the water comes underneath here. Like we diverted it underneath and then we built the mill right above it. It's probably not very practical in realistic terms, but it's pretty cool looking and I'm happy with it. So I'm going to continue to work on getting this upper floor done and we'll see what comes of it. Got some more work done on the mill here. The lower floors are kind of coming together. This is where I think I'm going to put the entry door. And then I have a door that goes out here to our landing. And then I put some fences up to kind of make this a little more complete. Still haven't decided what I want to do up here. If I want to put a roof on it, if I want to add something else to it. For now, I'm going to leave it as it is. I need a torch for now that I have the lanterns out. Trying to get more lanterns and less torches around. I put a lantern down here just to prevent this from having spots on it. You can barely see it, but I think that looks better than a torch sitting on top of a moving structure. Still a little weird, but I also put one underneath here that gets the lighting up on the top. So I think it looks pretty good. The water wheel's lit up and moving, and I do like the way the gravel came out back in the back, so it looks like we built up a dam back there. I may do some more changes with the river here and things like that as time goes on, and just terraform a little bit more. I also put a windmill on, but the immersive engineering windmill is very small. I do think, however, that later on I probably will replace both the water wheels and the windmill with create ones because I like the look of them a little better and will probably need them in order to do some more things with that. So I think I'll just leave it like that for now. We kind of have to do some more work decorating everywhere. The torch down here for now. I don't want things spawning. And backside here, I haven't done any kind of decorating. I did put some windows around on the front, which I think made it look pretty good. But it's still very plain. I want to put in some plants and things like that. But I'm going to wait until I do a little more building up here in the next building episode, because I'm not quite sure what kind of theme I want to go with yet. I do know I'm going to build some more buildings. So I think I'm going to wait until we have a little more going on up here, and then we'll finish out some more decoration and just add to it as time goes on. I'm really happy with the way that the shape of this roof came out, where you can see the roof underneath this arch that's built and things like that. So I'm pretty happy overall. Roof tiles came out pretty good. It's a nice little build. In the next episode, I'm going to be going back to working on progression. The big things that I want to do are, I have our EMC down here that we're getting. Ladder garage is crazy. For some reason, I think it's the jetpack, but something prevents me from being able to get on it properly. I want to automate this so that instead of me having to come down here when I need more EMC and grab more diamonds and the coal, I want to set this up with an EMC link so that we can do that. The EMC link is a device where we can import and export out of the EMC network. So basically, I would set it up here, and this pipe, I already have the pipe here so that I can connect it, will pull out compressed coal blocks and put it right into the EMC link, and it will just add to our total EMC. And so this can run at the speed that it is, and then we'll just convert coal directly into EMC. And I can do the same thing with the diamonds so that we're not waiting on it to make the items. or for me to come and collect the items rather, we can just have it go straight in. To get into doing the EMC, we have some things we got to do. We have to get into some of the Project E stuff. We have to get into dark matter, and that's going to take a bunch of crafting and using up some of the EMC that we've made, but it'll be worth it because it will be like a passive generation of EMC. And then we can also work on doing some more complex systems to generate more and more EMC. I also want to get into storage in refined storage so that we can have a storage system, and eventually we'll get set up with the transmutation interface, though we need to get to tier 3 for that. But that'll allow us to connect our refined storage system to our EMC network. So which means that anything we can make with EMC, anything we've taught the system, we'll be able to pull out of our refined storage system as though we have it, as long as we have enough EMC to do it. So it's pretty cool stuff for that. And that'll be our work in getting those started, at least. Will be the work we're doing in chapter 2. Probably need to pick a couple more of these to just knock out to get more things going, because chapter 2 has a lot of stuff in it, and I want to get working on all of them, but I gotta pick one thing at a time because I have a tendency to do too many things. So I'll probably do the refined storage at first and the Project E to get the links, and then we'll focus on maybe one or two at a time until we get through at least the quest book portions of each of these mods, so we can learn all of them. Some of them I know, some of them I don't quite know, so it'll be fun. And then in tier 3 we'll get into higher resources and do some crazy stuff. But for now, I think we're going to call it here. I've gotten the building done as much as I want to do for today, and I'm pretty happy with it. We've managed to create the second river over here and added in the dam and the mill, and I think it's starting to come together pretty good. I think it needs some more decorations and some more tweaking, and some more buildings, just because right now it's just overgrowth. But as far as like generated or handmade terrain, I think it's pretty decent. And like I said, we'll be expanding out another chunk onto the overworld every time we do a building episode, which will be every 3rd or 4th episode that we do. So I hope you guys are enjoying watching so far, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.